What's up guys, it's Q123 here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another story time. I got tons of positive feedback on my last video, so I guess we're going to go at it again. Okay, so this is going to be about the time when I thought I was going to die. Okay, so this happened around May or June of this year, 2015. So, the deal was, okay, so I actually take medication for ADD. I don't know, some people don't believe in it, but, yeah, I have ADD, kind of, but, yeah, so I take medication for that, and, yeah, once a year I have to go in and get my blood checked, because if there's, like, a chemical imbalance in my bloodstream or something because of the medication, they have to, like, take me off the medication, because I could, like, die or something, but, yeah, so I went, it was a regular Saturday, I went to go get my blood checked at this place called Life Labs. I went by myself, I just walked there, it's about 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers away. Yeah, so I was walking there, I got there just fine, waited for about 2 hours, because it's just a really long wait, especially on Saturdays. Yeah, so basically I just waited there for 2 hours on my phone, listened to podcasts, listened to music, was bored for about that much time, and then I finally got called. They called my name. I walked into this little room with a chair, and there were like there were needles everywhere, and there was like these bottles of like for my blood everywhere. It was like really retarded. I was scared shitless, and this was only my second time doing it, so I wasn't too familiar with the system. Especially because last time I did it, I was actually at a different spot. So the nurse just, yeah, she, like, swipes down my arm, like, tries to find the vein to take the blood out. So, this is gonna get maybe a little bit graphic. When she goes in, she can't really find the vein, because my arms, you can't really see the veins that well. I'm not, like, fat or anything. I think you guys have seen me. I'm not fat, but I just, like, you can't see my veins for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just how I was made. Yeah, so here's one little tidbit to add. They told me to not drink or eat water after 9 o'clock of the previous day. So I didn't do that. I was just, yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, so I was in this chair. This nurse was trying to find a vein. She already wiped my arms down with this rubbing alcohol stuff. She's trying to find this vein. She has no luck finding it. She looks at my other arm, my left arm. She can't find it really, and then she thinks she's found something. So she pokes it in. She found something. So there's blood going into this vial or whatever. It's going. She just keeps going, and then I feel the needle actually pop straight out of my vein, and its blood is going literally like it's making a huge bulge on. If you guys know where the needles are taken, it's like under, like the underside of your elbow. Yeah, so there's like freaking blood like filling under my skin. It's retarded. It's like you don't even know the feeling. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay, so there's this huge blood pop. She's like, "Oh, it's okay. Just push on it, darling, it's gonna be all fine." I'm like, okay. So I push on it. She's like, yeah, it accidentally popped out. I'm not finished. We're gonna have to go to your other arm and check it out. And then she looks for like another. So once I'm holding this down, I'm pushing on my arm. I'm like, it hurts like a bitch. Like I'm scared shitless. And then, so after that, she looks at my right arm again, trying to find something. No success with that. She goes and she says, "Oh, I'm just going to have to get a more experienced nurse," because apparently this nurse wasn't that experienced. So she goes and gets the more experienced lady, who then comes in. She looks like an old, like, rougher lady. She looks like she's gotten into a few gang fights over the years. She comes in. She's like, "Okay, darling, we're just going to look in your arm." And I'm like, okay. So she, like, looks at my right arm. Still can't find anything. She's like, "Yeah, we're actually going to have to go back to your left arm, where there's actually blood pouring out of it." Okay. So she goes back to my left arm, stabs it in a different vein that's in my left arm, and at that point I'm freaking done. Like, okay, just imagine your left arm in a shit ton of pain, and then someone stabbing another needle in it. It's like, it's scary, dude. It hurts like a bitch. And then I felt like, at this point, I felt like I was gonna pass out. Like, all the freaking blood was gone from my face, all the blood was gone from everywhere. I don't know, like, like, I was fucking pale as shit. I could barely breathe. I was really cold and like clammy. I don't know if you know what that is, but like I was really, really cold. And I felt like I was gonna freaking pass out. But yeah, so basically she sticks it back in here. She's filling the vials. I'm like trying not to pass out. I'm like, the freaking they have those fluorescent lights beaming down on me, and I can just feel like the beads of sweat rolling off my forehead. I'm like, oh shit. And I see the fluorescent lights, my eyes start getting blurry, I'm like all dizzy and woozy. I'm like, holy shit, this is scary. And then she's like, okay, we're done. I'm like, oh shit. And then she takes it out, and I push on it, and I'm done, and I just straight up pass out. Like, I was done. And then I wake up, I don't even really, I didn't know where I was, really. I was kind of, it felt like I was suspended. I thought I was freaking dead. Like, I woke up, it was like all freaking white. I see like the lights. I was like, oh shit, am I dead? Did my vein like break in half, and did I bleed out or something? Yeah, so I wake up and I'm still freaking cold. I'm cold as shit, and I am shivering. And yeah, so I ask her. She's like, yeah, darling, you passed out for a few minutes. We just have to lay you down here for about a half an hour. Make sure you are perfectly fine before you go home. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be freaking perfectly fine. So I like ask her for water. I ask her for orange juice. So luckily they had water there. Like, thank God. Like, if they didn't have water, I would have probably died. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But I would have been freaking done if they didn't have water. But yeah, so I basically just laid there for another, I don't know, like another 20 minutes and sipped on this cup of water. I drank like 2 cups of water, and I think the reason might have been is because they told me not to eat or drink past 9 o'clock. But when I woke up, every day when I wake up, I'm thirsty. So like I didn't eat or drink water. I didn't eat or drink water when I woke up, because I don't know, like, I was low blood sugar, I had no freaking water in my system. That's probably the reason I passed out, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, so after that I went home, and like, even on the walk home I felt like I was gonna fall into the road and like get freaking run over by a semi or something. But luckily I didn't. I stuck it out, and I made my way back home, and it was all good. When I got home, I felt a bit like sick for the rest of the day, but that was about it. Anyways, guys, that was my story about the time that I went to get a blood taken from me, and I thought I was gonna die. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed that video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Bye.
Lightning strike on standby.
Reloading.
Pushing on your location. Lightning strike coordinates received inbound.